please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor. This is a
Hello.
case of Matson versus Matson.
Thank you, Jerome.
You're welcome.
Good day, everyone. Mrs. Matson, you say you are here today because you are determined to prove to your husband, Mr. Matson, that your 6-month-old daughter is his biological child. You claim that he is trying to abandon your daughter and has a track record of doing so with other children.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Mr. Matson, you claim Mrs. Matson has been having affairs with other men throughout your marriage.
Yes, Your Honor.
You believe you have every reason to doubt paternity today.
Yes.
Now, Mrs. Matson, tell the court why it's so important for you to prove to your husband he is your child's biological father.
Because unlike him, I haven't cheated on him but once, and
You want sympathy?
he has done nothing but lie about me to everyone. He's lied to me about everything. I have defended him through thick and thin. He's got his whole family hating me, and none of them even know me.
Okay, take me back. How did you all meet? How did this begin, this relationship?
He came into the casino that I was working in. I was a 21 dealer. He came in, sat down at my table on his wedding night.
Okay, I'm
And what was
almost
the
afraid
first
to
thing?
ask what happens from there.
What was the first thing I said to you?
You asked me if I...
Would like to be my next ex-wife.
Yep.
Is that what you said, Mr. Matson?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
And then what happened from there?
We had our ups and downs.
Ups and downs?
2 years after that, we got married. But when he married me, he was still married to her.
So you claim.
That would be what we would call in the
Bigamy.
court illegal. Moving on.
4 years after we moved to Vegas, I found out I was pregnant.
And I
Okay.
can't have kids.
You can't.
I have a long history of heart conditions, had many procedures done. At the end
Ask
of
him
one
the
of my
doctor that did the
procedures,
vasectomy.
Hold on, Miss Matson. Let him speak. Now, Mr. Matson, continue.
okay, I have congestive heart failure. Happened, I had my first heart attack in 1997. I have a defibrillator. I've had many, many operations from then until now. Chances of me having kids are done. That's what I was told by my doctor.
You
met
have
his
been
doctor.
told that you cannot have
Exactly.
children. You're sterile.
Yes.
No,
So when she comes up pregnant,
I'm like, who the hell is it?
I've met
I mean,
his
she
doctor.
came in. She
No.
came in. I'm sitting on the couch. She hands me a stick with a line on it. First thing I'm saying, what the hell is this and whose is it? She goes,
because
it's
you
yours.
just knew it wasn't yours.
His
I'm a-
doctor was happy that we were having a baby. If she did a surgery
I'm the first to
that
admit,
said that he can't
I'm a
have
player.
kids,
And I've been
met
with how
this
many
doctor.
girls? And you're the
He's
only one that
happy that we were having a
okay.
kid together. He told the doctor that it was his kid.
Did you tell the doctor it was your child?
I told the doctor that it's our child. And he's like, are you sure? I didn't think you could have kids.
Hold on, Miss Matson, now watch your language.
Sorry, Your Honor.
So when you tell the doctor, so cute, you tell the doctor, I didn't think I could have kids, the doctor's looking at you like, what?
Like, what happened?
What
and then
happened?
the day that she was born, she comes out, she has red hair. I'm like, do I see red hair with you? I don't have red
He's
hair
Irish.
with me.
Irish have red hair. I don't have Irish. He's the one that has Irish blood in him. Irish
So
people have red hair.
You contend that you have not been with any other man.
Not during this time frame, no.
So wait a minute.
She even has
let's
his blue
start
eyes.
off. Let's start off with the night that you were working at Taco Bell, and you went to a baby shower. I call you all night long. You come home and you go, oh, they threw my phone into a pool.
You know what?
kind of?
I was not at a baby shower. I told him I was at a baby shower
Where were you?
because I knew he wouldn't let me do anything. I was actually at a bar having a few beers playing pool because you know how much I love pool. Yeah, I got drunk and I attacked him because that's the only way I can get sex from him. It's getting drunk and coming home and begging.
If you look like that every
for
night,
it.
I'd give it to you every night. Tell me what you look like on a date. Do you put
Jimmy,
makeup
I can
on?
walk around naked in front of you. You don't give me a second glance.
Well, if you look like that, let's try it.
Not in this courtroom, please.
Wait, if he had a vasectomy, then why did I have my tubes taken out after I had her?
So
to make
wait,
sure
I
that
thought we
wouldn't
were
have
on
kids
heart
anymore?
medication. Wait a minute.
I am
When
on-
does the vasectomy happen?
When I first came down with this problem, I was on 38 pills a day. They control your heart rate. They control a lot for the first 2.5, almost 3 years of this, I couldn't even have sex because of the pills, the reaction, what they would do to me.
Okay, and so when did you get the vasectomy, or did you have one?
That procedure would have been the third procedure, which was been in 1999.
Okay, because Ms. Matson, what it seems to be your contention is that you don't believe he had a vasectomy.
No. Why is it the first time I heard about it was when I was 6 months pregnant. Through the entire marriage, he wanted to have kids with me. He told me, let's have a kid. The first time we tried having kids
doesn't mean we're going to have one.
Was at his uncle's funeral.
Really?
We were in a hotel room. That's the first time he said, let's have a kid together.
Hey, it's all about
Mr.
having fun trying to
Matson?
make a kid. Doesn't mean I can have one.
So you just wanted to practice.
Of course, what's wrong with practice? When you're good at something, you might as well keep doing it, right?
Who says you're good at
It
it?
is what it is. I mean, come on.
You just told the court it wasn't working because of the medication, Mr. Matson. Now, which one is it?
Well, you want to keep trying to get it to work.
I'm gonna leave that alone. Ms. Matson, so you're pregnant,
Yes.
and you believe your husband
I
is
know
the father.
He is the father, yes.
But he denies it.
Yes.
As soon as you tell him what happened, what was his response?
He didn't really have a response when I told him that I was pregnant. I came downstairs. I took a pregnancy test at home. I came
Wait.
downstairs.
I didn't have a response?
Not really, no.
I didn't even fell off that couch. Remember I said, well,
No,
what
you-
is this and whose the hell's is it?
No.
That's not a response?
And it wasn't until I was 6 months pregnant that he told me he couldn't have kids.
6 months in.
Yes.
And what was your reaction to that statement?
He's a con artist. He has done nothing. He says he wants to practice making a baby, but he sure wasn't practicing with me. He was out practicing with everyone else that walked. I know. I heard the voicemails. I heard the text messages of his girlfriends calling him.
If you want to prove, I could have just sent you pictures. Then you really know how much of a player I am.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Mr. Matson, so you openly admit that you were with other women.
Of course.
Well, Ms. Matson, I'm gonna say this. When you start going out with a man on his wedding day and decide you're gonna date a man that's married, then you marry a man that's already married. You shouldn't be surprised if this married man is cheating on you in your
You
marriage.
can't keep me happy. I'm going to go somewhere else.
And I have to ask you, have you ever cheated on him?
One time, yes, I did, because the owner
Shocking.
the owner of the company that we was working for died. His wife was taking her husband's death very hard. It was all about her and this company. He never came home. He was working all the
drive a
time.
tow truck.
Half the time he was with her. It became where everyone thought that they were married and not us.
Okay, let's
So yeah,
back up
I
here.
did go
So
out and find someone.
how
Let's back up
Did
here.
that lead to
Your
you
Honor.
cheating with someone else?
I like
Because
younger
I had
women.
been done with him. I was done. I was trying to leave him. He's got no backbone.
I
He's
would have
got
gave
no...
you a flight ticket to get the hell out of here.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Yeah, you did. You bought me a plane ticket
Then
to
what'd you
move
come
to
back for?
Nebraska. Because you
You
begged
went-
me to come back and pay for my place back.
Well, because someone begs you to do something, you're going to do it?
Mr. Matson, you have a witness here,
Yes, I do.
your sister.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Jerome, could you please escort Ms. Lopez into the courtroom?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Why is his sister here? She doesn't know me. She's never taken the time to
Because
get
you
to
won't
know
give
me.
my
She's
family a
called-
chance
Honor,
to get
excuse me, everything that comes
Witness.
out of her mouth is a liar. It's a straight lie. Everything out of her mouth, Your Honor, is a lie.
Okay, Ms.
Really?
Lopez.
When
Yes,
have I ever
what have-
lied to you? When
when have you ever
met
lied?
you? The first time I met
How
you was
you
at a
met me?
funeral and you
Ms.
attacked me.
Matson,
He took me off.
let's get
right,
some
that's
order. Jerome, please go stand in between these women, because I think
Your Honor,
Mr.
the first
Matson
time
needs
I
some
met
backup. Ms. Lopez, what do you have to add?
What do I have to add? She's nothing but a snake, a liar, a cheat.
And how would you know
everything.
anything? You
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
right.
me.
I don't know
In
you.
5 years,
In
you have
5
not
years.
got to know me, Katie.
Yeah, that's right.
Ever.
Let's get some
Ever,
order.
right.
I want to understand this. Those are strong allegations, Ms. Lopez, very strong. Why is it you feel this
From
way
day-
about Ms. Matson?
From day one, My brother's married, and she can't handle the fact that I'm still friends with his ex-wife. Excuse me, but we're still friends.
Care about.
You
I
don't
do not care
That's
about
right.
that.
She calls my mom's house. She calls my mom's house and trying to look for my brother all the time because she doesn't trust him. That's why I don't even understand why she's with him.
We don't even live in the same state.
Ma'am,
She calls my mom's house like, who are you? And my mom says, this is his mother. You're dead. And you expect me to have respect for a woman that's going to call my mom and say she's dead? Then I try to text my brother and call him, and she says, don't call your brother. Don't text your brother. I'll get a restraining order
Ask him
against
why.
you. How are you going
Ask
to get a
her why.
restraining order against your own
Who's got
brother?
the phones? Who's got?
She sits there and goes on the phone.
Ms. Lopez, do you think Sandy is your brother's child?
I don't think so, and the reason why, they brought the baby to me when the baby was 1 month old. And when I picked up the baby and looked at the baby had red hair. Not one of us in our family was born with red hair. The baby didn't even look nothing like my brother.
Not when she was born, no, but as she's gotten older, she's 6 months now. She's filling out. She does look like her father, yes.
I hope she don't act like
All
you.
right, thank you, Ms. Lopez. You may be seated. Let me ask you, since Sandy's been born, has Mr. Matson stepped up? Has he been fulfilling his fatherly duties, helping you care for the child?
I drive a tow truck. I work 12, 15, 18 hours a day. I get every other weekend off.
I'm sorry, he's
I'm
got
the
a
sole
CDL.
proprietor for that house.
There are
So
laws to
if I'm not
prevent you from
working,
working that many hours.
where do you live at? Who buys the diapers? Do we got a diaper tree in the backyard that produces diapers? Do we got a money tree? Because if we don't, I would sure like to go to the neighbor's house that has it. Really, where does all this come from?
He says he's been providing.
That's
do you
all
agree?
he's been doing.
Well, he's doing
Well-
something, isn't he?
I mean, what more do you want him to
He
do?
disappears every other weekend. He never helps me with the baby, ever.
I'm the only one that works in this house.
That's why she went
She's home
over
every
2
day
weeks
on a
without clothes
computer.
that fit her because he
Excuse me,
decided
but
to
I bought
spend.
that baby clothes when you guys came down, and
You
I bought
didn't-
like 10 out. Oh my God.
Miss Matson, if you can't control your mouth, I'm gonna have to throw you out of here. I want you to understand. I want you to understand that. I want to hear your side and I want to understand where you're coming from, but you have got to use respectful language.
All my friends, all my family, if I need something, I can count
Mr.
on them.
Matson, give me one moment. I want to
Yes, Your
understand her point. You know that he provides, but you feel like he's absent in the other areas. You feel alone in this process.
The only thing he does for me or his child is halfway put a roof over our head. 6 times we had to move in 1 year because he couldn't pay the rent.
6 times?
Then what's wrong with you of getting a job?
The last time I tried to get a job, he told the person that I was going to get the job with that I was a crazy person off my meds. If he's telling every boss that I have that, then
Because
how
it's
can
gonna
I go
reflect
out
on
and
me.
get a job if that's how he's telling people
Mr.
I am?
Matson, did you say that about
Yes, I
your
did.
wife?
Yes, I did.
Miss Matson, I need to understand.
It doesn't matter what job I try to apply for. Even if I go get a casino job, he's got to call me every 5 minutes. I'm at a table, I can't answer the phone. So he thinks I'm cheating on him. I had a job. I was working 70 to 100 hours a week. I'm bringing home the paycheck, and he thought I was sleeping with someone at the job.
Did you sleep with a coworker?
No, I never did.
Oh, okay.
So you don't believe that?
No.
The person I cheated on him with was not a coworker, no. And I wouldn't have needed to go out and cheat if he was taking care of my needs.
Well, if you look like that, you would take care of mine. But you don't look like that.
And why don't I? Because you don't give me a time of day. You don't respect me. You
You
do
want what
nothing but
time it
lie
is?
about me. You do nothing but tell your family hateful things, lie to them. You make fake
My family
phone calls.
knows you.
You
I
told
don't have
me
to tell my family nothing about you.
your family
You started
doesn't
it,
know me.
Rebecca, with the family. You
All right.
started
Oh,
it.
why? Because your brother.
Let's calm down and get some order, people. Mr. Matson, do you think maybe there's a little insecurity here?
On her half, yes.
Well, she's saying that when she goes to work, you are calling her and you think she's sleeping with her coworkers.
I drive a truck. You think I'm going to sit there every 5 minutes, call up if I'm laying under a truck, dropping a driver? Oh, hey, what you doing? I can give her. Never mind. I'm going to keep that clean.
It's vice versa. She's calling him 24/7.
She'll call me. Oh, what are you doing? I'm busy under. Oh, you're out
Well,
with
I
If
was
I don't
only
check
asking.
in with him, then he's calling me. Well, why aren't you calling me? Why don't you Why didn't he tell me how the baby was? When he calls, he never once ever asks about the baby. He'll go days without asking. He'll go weeks. He'll leave
Well, this
on a
is
Friday
my
morning and
point.
not get back until
What I'm
Sunday night and not
wondering
once ask about that kid.
is, look, if you felt you were sterile and couldn't have children and your wife comes up pregnant, you may always have in the back of your mind, as you say you do, is this or is this not my child? Could make you feel insecure about what she's out doing.
Exactly, Your Honor.
Yeah, and he wouldn't have thought that I'm doing that or doesn't accuse me of it until he's done it.
You know he's done it, and why do you stay with them?
How would you
I don't
know
need to
anything,
hear
Candy? You don't
anything
even
more
know
from
nothing
you.
about us.
And truthfully, you're not adding to the situation, you're just making it worse. They have enough problems communicating as it is. Insert your mouth, hot mess. I think it's time we go to the results. I've heard enough. No, Miss Matson, don't say a word, because I already told you I was going to throw you out this courtroom if
where
you
his wedding ring is.
one more
Ask
time.
my husband where his wedding ring is. It's right here in my arm, my hand. That's his wedding ring. He hasn't worn it in 3 weeks.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Matson versus Matson pertaining to 6-month-old Sandy Matson. Mr. Matson, you are the father.
Told you.
got a
Now you
miracle
can
child.
apologize to me because I'm not the guy. You are.
apologize
You're
to
nothing
you.
but a.
You need to
right.
keep your language down. Settle
And
down.
I'll tell you
Talk all
what,
this and
tomorrow
take a
I'll buy
flight
you
and
a
go.
one flight, you can leave. Leave that baby here with me. I'll show you how to provide for it. Okay? Because obviously I don't want
You
my
don't
daughter
know her,
growing up
Jimmy.
near anything like you.
Just when we thought it couldn't get any worse.
I've been lucky.
He's a con artist. No, he's a con artist.
I got
Another
lucky.
lie.
I was just about to say, it doesn't surprise me at all that you all met at a gambling table, because you are one lucky man.
I
If
am?
you can have a child after being sterile and having a vasectomy.
Yes, I'm a lucky man. My first defibrillator we had to change out in November. The doctor said you have 50% chance of living. That was my first miracle. That's my second.
Excellent. Whether you want to be together or not, you're grown adults. You can make that decision, but you can respect one another for the child's sake. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Oh, now y'all can't talk. Do you understand me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, court is adjourned.
Just hang tight here. I'm going to take her out there. Come with me.